श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि, सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। Hari Om Namaskar. Let's read the first verse. Jagrat swapna shushuptishu sfutatara ya samvidujrumbhate ya brahmadi pipilikanta tanushu प्रोता जगत्साक्षिणी सैवाहं न च दृश्यवस्त्विति दृढः प्रज्ञापि यस्यास्ति चेत् चण्डालोऽस्तु स तु द्विजोऽस्तु गुरुः इत्येषा मनीषा मम। Iti esha manisha mama. This is my firm conviction. About who? This is my guru. This is my firm conviction that so and so is my guru. Who is that guru? Whoever has this prajna, this knowledge, is my guru. So I am sure that this is the right knowledge, and I am sure that whoever has this knowledge is my guru. Now, did Shankaracharya ji already have a guru? Yes or no? Yes. What was his? Who was his guru? Gaudapada was not his guru. Govindapadacharya was his guru. Govindapadacharya's guru was Gaudapadacharya. So who was his guru? Govindapadacharya. So he already had a guru or not? Yes. Sadguru or not? Then why is he saying this is my guru? He already had a guru, na? So he should have said, this is my second guru. This is my third guru. Huh? Did Shankaracharya need another guru? No. Swamiji, where you come up with such questions? We never think. This is what you should think or not. Everyone should think when you read this. Na? So, why he needed another guru? Did he need another guru after this? Was Shankaracharya was in need of a guru? Say something, no? Yes or no, or I don't know. These are three valid answers, okay? And you have to give one of them. Was Shankaracharya in need of a guru?
He's defining what a guru.
So he does not need a guru. No apparent, no this. He didn't need a guru, he doesn't need a guru. But he is telling us that such a person is a guru. Oh, okay. He is defining a guru. It's exactly the thing. He's defining a guru. Okay? Even the Vedas define a guru. Who is the guru? Shrotriya Brahmanishtha. Exactly the same definition is there. Who is a Shrotriya, well versed in the scriptures, and one who is abiding in the truth. And this is exactly what he's saying. Exactly what the Vedas say, Upanishads say, who is a guru for the spiritual knowledge, this knowledge, self-knowledge. Who is a guru? Shrotriya Brahmanishtha. This is the definition given. And he is reinstating the same knowledge and saying, yes, this is it. This person who is Brahmanishtha, he is himself abiding in this knowledge and he knows this truth. And he gives the knowledge as according to the scriptures, Shrotriya Brahmanishtha. Because from the two verses that the Chandala spoke, the words that it shows that he is not only a Brahmanishtha, but he is also a Shrotriya. The knowledge that is said, Kim Annamayat, Annamayam, and all those two verses, it shows very clearly that the Chandal standing in front of him was a Shrotriya also and a Brahmanishtha also. So he's just saying, yes, such a person is a guru. And he's saying that only, Guru iti esha. He's not saying Mama Guru. He says, Manisha Mama. This is my conviction. But he's not saying Mama Guru. He's saying what? Manisha Mama. Understood the difference? So what is he doing? He's defining a guru. That this is my firm conviction that such a person is a guru. He doesn't need a guru. He's a Brahmanishta himself. Okay? He doesn't need a guru. Now, as we have said, now, who is a Chandala? Now, we just skipped over that also. Who is a Chandala? We didn't talk about it. So, in our culture, we have 4 varnas. Which are the 4 varnas? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. These are the 4 varnas. Brahmana, and this category is made according to guna and karma. Guna is the qualities and karma is the profession. Now, who is here it is said, this Chandala, Shvapacha, Antyaja, these are different words used for this. In the present day, unfortunately, we call this varna as caste. It's a completely wrong idea. Caste is not the right word, so you don't use it also. Let others use it. But we should not. After understanding our culture, we should never use the word caste. It is varna. If we don't have an equivalent word in English, we should not use it. We should rather use what? Varna. There is something called varna, there is something called jati. Varna means Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. And jati will be cobbler. There are Soni. All of you all have such in your even among the Brahmana, there will be different type of Brahmanas. Among Vaishyas, there will be different type of Vaishyas. Is it true or not? Yes. So those are called jati. Okay. Varna and jati. So, anyway, here it is said, this is what? Chandala. So Chandala, unfortunately, we have your outcast. What do you mean by this? Who did not belong to any of the 4 was called a Chandala, Antyaja, or these different names. Even those had some categories. Okay? Who did not belong to any of those 4. A Brahmana, a Kshatriya, he was neither a Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, nor Shudra. No, who is this person? I will explain to you. For example, okay. See, Brahmana's profession is what? everything to do with knowledge. Okay, so learning, teaching, a scientist, a researcher, an artist, not an artisan. Artisan will be a Shudra, but artist. And such professions will be what? Brahmana professions. Okay. And what will be his quality? Predominantly Sattva Guna. Knowledge is his main forte. Then you have Kshatriya are rulers, administrators, defense forces, executives. All those type of this are called what? Kshatriyas. Kshatriya professions. What will be their quality? Rajo Guna will be there, dominant. Then you have Vaishyas. They are resource creators. So business people, traders, farmers, these are all resource creators. So those are what? Vaishyas, by profession. And there also, because a lot of Rajoguna is required for that, they also would have Rajoguna. To do business, oh my God, morning to night, work, work, work. And who are the Shudras? Shudras are the ones who are the services. They provide the labor, the service, all that. No? Those type of artisans. Those were what? What were they? The Shudras. So that is their profession. They're predominantly service-oriented, service professions, let's say. Okay? Now, supposing you have someone like a Mr. Idi Amin. Have you heard of him? Yeah. He was a president of Uganda and he used to eat human flesh. He was a very, very notorious dictator, but now will he fall into Brahman category? Shudra, Vaishya, his qualities are what? Not a Brahman, not a Shudra, not a Vaishya, is that outcast. So the criminal-minded, the really, the terrible, this and all, they were considered as what? Not belonging to any of them. And then therefore what they were doing, they were out. Meaning even architecturally, the town or the village and all had these different categories. The Brahmins would stay here, Vaishyas would stay here, Shudras would stay here, etc., etc. And then these guys were asked to get out of that. So they would stay outside the borders of the town. And they said, don't even come near us, don't come, this. So what was practiced in our country in a terrible way, in a not at all great way, is called untouchability. And that is how it's in hatto, hatto, jao, jao. Because if I see you also, it will become a what? Sin. Not sin. I will get I will get polluted by just looking at you. Forget about touching you. This was the type of attitude that was there. So how did this untouchability start? And was it right? Did it have a basis? So now, let us say all of you, early morning you wake up, your mind is extremely, pure and sattvic. You do meditation and we do probably this and you feel very this. And even the clothes you wear, pure white clothes, everything you wear and all. You're going. And then after doing that, you are traveling with that pure white dress and all that. You're traveling by, say, bus. Now, when you're sitting in the bus and going from one place to public transport, a person who's drunk, previous night was all completely drunk and now he's come and he's now going home because he's now found himself, now he has to go to. So he's also sitting in the bus right next to you. And imagine, especially if it's a woman, pure white clothes and this smelling terrible fellow, the whole smell and all of that, sitting next to what will the girl do? Please tell me. Will she or will she not do that? Bolo. If any of the person is in that place, what will they do? Is she practicing untouchability?
No. No.
I don't want to touch you. I don't want to. So is she practicing untouchability?
No. No.
No? Yes?
No.
Is it fine to do this?
Yes.
Not fine? So you should do this? It's absolutely valid. You understand? Of course you should do it. Are you getting the point? So is she practicing untouchability? Yes. She is practicing untouchability. She's saying, no, you're not touchable. I don't want to touch you. I don't like to touch you. I don't want any contact with you. Supposing you do a lot of meditation, you're in a great mood, and someone comes and gossips and says, how do you feel at that time? You say, please, don't talk. Do you feel like that or not? Will you go away from that person if that person doesn't leave you? If that person keeps coming, you'll say, no, you please stay away. You please, what? Will you or will you not do that? Is it wrong? No, you want to keep yourself away from unwanted thoughts, unwanted touch, unwanted thing, right? Your mind is pure, your mind is fine, calm, quiet. I don't want these type of things in me, right? So you are doing that. However, so the basis of this thing started. However, the turn it took was completely, totally, absolutely horrible and atrocious. Are you understanding? Then what did we start doing? We did not say, okay, this, because you were born in that particular thing, you are what? And I am superior, you are inferior. You are this. Why? Because that person could be 100 times better than this person. But I am Brahmin and you are? I am this. Are you understanding? And the extent you can't drink water from my well, you are not allowed to walk on the road. They were even to that extent, they had to wear a broom at the back of their body so that when they walk, the broom would sweep the floor, the ground, so that their footprints were not there and no one needed to walk on that. This type of a horrible, demeaning, humiliating, terrible things was done in this country. In the name of caste system, we have done horrible things in this country. Many times, it's not that we've done less atrocities against our own people. Have we or have we not? Places like Kerala and all that. And that is why the others got so angry, that they said nothing doing. So in fact, in certain places, Brahmins now, especially let's say in Tamil Nadu, if you're a Brahmin means no admission anywhere. Is it true or not? It's the opposite now. The opposite thing is happening against them. So now I think Brahmins will need reservations because they get admissions nowhere. No one wants to give them a job. Why? Because this has happened over hundreds and thousands of years. But Mera Bharat Mahan, we are Mahan Purusha. Then what happened? The Christians or them, we don't have any caste system. And then our dear Mother Teresa said, what do you want? You want what? Lower caste Christians must get double minority reservations. Not only because we are Christians, minority religion, we must get reservation, but we are what? In the Christian, you said you were Christians and you did not have any what? Caste. Then in that, how did you get lower caste? And I'm telling you, they practice it as much. You go to Goa, In the Christians also, we are Brahmin Christians. Vareva, Brahmin or Christian bhi, ye kahan se nikle? You are getting the point? In our neighbor also, we have one particular church only for the lower caste. And the main church, those so-called lower caste people can't come. Are you understanding? Yes or no? So all the wrong things that happen in the name of caste, we all should be aware, we should own it. And we should consciously what? Luckily, it's not as bad as it used to be all those years back. But still, somewhere deep in our psyches, we have all sorts of what? Inside this. So a lot of, this is what they say here. You take how many saints, let us say a Narayan Guru, you take, or hundreds of saints, they have fought against this system, right or wrong? Spoken against this is not right. Bhagwan does not see which caste you are and all that. Jati, Niti, Kula, Gotra, Duragam. We are not talking about your jati. We don't care. Bhagwan does not see your jati before he admits you. Is it true or not? He does not say, oh, this jati, sorry, you can't be my bhakta. For him, everyone is the same. He sees your bhakti. He does not see your bank balance or your education or anything. Understood? So this was actually a problem, is what I'm trying to tell you. And therefore, the fact that this came up, it's a telling thing, So we also must become aware that, look, such things existed, and to a small extent do exist even, what? Today. Unfortunately. And you and I, if we are not aware of it, then, see, we don't have to condemn ourselves in the sense, we are like that. No, become aware and outgrow it. Simple as that. Yes? Now, as I told you, such things used to be there. Now, this is a very beautiful story. I love it. Tulsi Das is a very great saint. You all know. Sri Ramcharitmanas, the one who wrote that. A very great saint. During that time only, there used to be a saint, what was his name? Who was a butcher by profession. Rohidas. He was a butcher by profession. So, not only butcher, I think he was a chamar. Chamar means the one, I told you, the skin. Dead animals, they take out the skin, they clean it up, and then with the leather, they sell the leather, and then they make the shoes also out of the leather. So from the dead animals. So naturally, it's a profession which is like you have to deal with all those type of things. So, but he was a great saint. So Tulsi Das ji had heard that Rohidas is a very, very great saint. So he said that one day, he says, let us go and see him. Let's go and meet him. So with his shishyas, he went to where? Meet Rohidas. So Rohidas was, he was doing this job. The village they went and all. So his hands were all full of blood. Naturally, all the dead this he's doing, and also his hands were full of blood. So when he saw Tulsi Das ji with his shishyas coming, he had heard of the greatness of Tulsi Das ji, and he was a bhakta. Tulsi Das ji is a great bhakta. He himself was a great bhakta. So in that fervor of meeting that great bhakta and that joy of meeting that great bhakta, he ran to Tulsi Das ji. Now his hands were what? Full of blood. His clothes also, naturally, all of this was all that. And he ran towards Tulsi Das ji. And Tulsi Das ji, seeing all this blood and all that, took few steps back. He just went at the back. Then what happened? Immediately, our Rohidas ji realized that but the momentum of this was so much that he went and hugged him. And Tulsi Das ji like, you. Anyway, he was already feeling all that blood on his clothes and this and that, and then he just spoke, just like that, and then he went away. He wasn't interested in talking much. He was feeling all that, and he went away. Then Tulsi Das ji was giving some lecture or some discourse. And then he says, how people don't think much. There is one very famous statement, Dhol, Gawar, Pashunari, ye sab tadan ke hari. So, Shudra Nari, some word. So, this word Shudra came, he was going to, and he was about to give the example of Rohidas as a Shudra who didn't understand how to behave in that way. He was about to give as an example. All of a sudden, a shishya of his got up, came to him and said, Guruji, whatever you are going to say, please don't say. So naturally, if someone just comes in the middle of the lecture, just comes up and all starts, what do you say? You say, please sit down, don't tell me. You say, what are you up to? You say, how do you know what I'm going to say? He says, you were going to take the name of Rohidas, please don't take his name. How did you know that I was going to take the name of Rohidas? And this Shishya was not a very bright Shishya, was a little dumb Shishya. And he says, this guy, how did he know what I was going to speak? Whose name I was going to take? Then he says, I'll tell you afterwards, please don't take his name. So anyway, he did not this, and then the lecture continued. At the end of the lecture, he said, how did you know what I was going to talk? Tell me. He says, I don't know. We came back from the meeting Tulsidas ji, and then all your clothes had all that blood stains. So you gave me those clothes and said, wash it. Because he used to do such seva only. He says, wash it. So I started cleaning it, and the blood stains were not going. So I said, okay, my guru is giving me one seva, and that also I can't do. Normally doesn't give me any seva, this seva, at least I should be able to do. And he kept on racking his, say, how to clean this? Finally in his mind this thought came, let me just put it in my mouth and try and suck this. He is a simple person, so he did that, and saying got cleaned. And he's saying the minute I sucked that blood, which came from the hand of who? Rohidas, he's saying my mind has become now crystal clear. I can see, all knowledge has become clear. I can understand everything. What you are going to speak, all this, whatever you speak, has become crystal clear. That knowledge has opened up itself to me. And I tell you, he is a great man. Now, Tulsidas ji himself was a great man. The minute this was spoken, he said, God, what a fool am I. How come I did not see greatness? And I only saw this outer garb of this man. Why did I not see what he is actually? Then he again went to meet Tulsidas ji. And Tulsidas ji went to meet Rohidas. When Rohidas saw him coming, now this time he already understood that last time he was not happy with all this now. So he immediately, washed himself, this, that, cleaned. From far he came to know that Tulsidas ji is coming and all. And all mala he made ready, and chandan and kumkum and all. And how you greet this and all. And he went to greet this Tulsidas ji. So Tulsidas ji said, no, I want to he says, no, you are a Brahman Dev. I am a ordinary chamar. How can I greet you like that? I must greet you. I ask for forgiveness that last time I, did not greet you properly. He says, no, please give me that hug. I want that. And he says a beautiful shloka. Tulsidas ji after all is a poet. Poetry just comes out of him. He says, Chaturai chule padi, pura paryo achar, tulsi kahe hari bhajan bina, charo varna chamar. What a beautiful this. He says what? Chaturai chule padi, all this smartness, I am this, I am that. It doesn't matter. Pura paryo achar means this achar that you must do like that to a Brahman, let it go. I don't care for all this achar and all. He says, without the love for God, everyone, all Brahman and all also is a chamar only. You understand? So I did not see that bhakti in you, and I just saw that outer form, and I said, same thing, exactly the same. Here also he says, now I can see that. This great bhakti I can see. Here he's saying, Shankaracharya ji says, I can see that great knowledge in you. You understand this? Tulsi kahe, hari bhajan bina, charo varna chamar. Now, it is said beautifully now this, Jagrat Swapna Shushuptishu Sfutatara Ya Samviju. All Jagrat Swapna in Shushupti and all, clearly this consciousness, this Chaitanya which is experienced by us, this awareness that is experienced by us. I'm scared of saying any word because the minute you say awareness, we feel attention. Awareness is not attention, okay? Because we feel attention means like, you become attentive if you think, now I'm aware, now I'm aware. Each word has their limitations, you're understanding. Please understand the limitations of these words. Because the minute I say any word, you form some mental concept. And Atma is beyond all mental concepts. This is what we have to understand. Did you understand this? Yes or no? Yes. Consciousness, immediately something comes to mind. Awareness also something comes to mind. Chaitanya, some light comes to mind. Something will be there, always something will be there. So, he says, now how do you come to this? He's saying it is not only in everyone. It's not only in me, but it is in all. It's the witness of every being, from Brahmaji to the ant. He says what? Nacha drishya vastu iti. It is not a experience thing. It is not drishya, but it is the drashta. So now we are going to do what? Drashta, drishya, vivek. What are we going to do? Okay, what vivek are we going to do? Drashta, drishya, vivek. To understand, I am the consciousness. Sa eva aham. That. Samvit, I am that. What are we? Now, few principles of drashta, drishya, vivek. Number one, drishya is different from drashta. The seen is different from seer. The seer is different from the seen. Principle number one. What is the principle number one? Seer is different from the seen. Remember this, okay? Seer is different from the seen. What is the principle number one? You'll have to say it. Come on. Number two, the seer can see the seen, but the seen cannot see the seer. I will explain. You just first take down those. The seer can see the seen, but the seen cannot see the seer. The seer is Chaitanya, the seen is Jada. There are many others also, but with this much it is enough. We can continue. What are we doing now? Vivek. What is the meaning of Vivek? Vivek is to separate, to discern, to distinguish. That's called Vivek. Okay? But what type of Vivek we are doing? Not using Tikshna Buddhi. What Buddhi are we using? Sukshma Buddhi. Are you understanding the difference now? Tikshna Buddhi is what? Drishya Vivek. We are doing what? Drishya Drashta Vivek. Understand the difference? So what Buddhi you will have to use right now? Which Buddhi? Tikshna Buddhi or Sukshma Buddhi? Sukshma Buddhi. Put away your Tikshna Buddhi and use the Sukshma Buddhi. ठीक है? Okay. Now, what is this? Mic. So this is a mic. So it is a seen or the seer? Seen. I can see the mic, right? So this is the seen. Eyes see the mic. So the eyes are the seer, the mic is the seen. The mic is different from the eyes. Clear? Yes. Seer is different from the seen. The seer can see the seen, but the seen cannot see the seer. Clear? Yes. No problem in this? Absorb it. Not just understand it. Accept it. It's not yet clear still. Let it sink. What? Eyes are different from the mic. Eyes can see the mic, but the mic cannot see the eyes. Very clear? Can you put everything in the world in the whatever can be seen in this category? It's not mic. All of you are what? Come on. Seen or seer? That's what I mean. No? That's exactly what I'm saying. So what happens? You just do. That's why I said you're not yet accepted, because the whole implication is there. When you accept it means what? If you say in the terms of this, it means everything, right? Everything that can be seen is what? Different from seer. Clear? Is it only the mic that is different, or everything that is seen? Bolo. And what do you see? Do you see Vimlananda? Yes? So she is what? Seen. So she is what? Different. So she is what? Jada. Yes, that was part of the seer scene. No, the seer is Chaitanya, seen is Jada. I said you one of this. So, she is what? Jada. Swamiji. We don't like to say that, but you are. And for me, all of you are? Arey! So that is not fair. You can be Jada, but how can we be Jada? We are also seer. You alone are seer or what? Exactly. What do I see? I only see your body. Is it true or not? Do I see anything else? What do I see? Your body. What do you see? You see the body. The body is what? Are you getting the point? See, when we think, that's why I said you have to think more. Otherwise, a mic, very good. That is very good. Mic is Jada. That we understand. But we don't understand everything that is seen, including I can see this body or not. Yes, I can see it. So it is Jada? Yes, it is Jada. Okay. Bolo. Yes. So, what? Eyes are different from mic. Seer is different from seen. The seer can see the seen, but the seen cannot see the seer. Clear? Yes. I can see the body. Can the body see me? No. Body cannot see me. I can see the body. It's different. Clear? So I am different from the body because I can see it, I can feel it, I can touch it, I can taste it, I can smell it. I am different from this body that I feel, taste, touch, see, etc. Is that okay? Yes? Seer is different from seen. Now, eyes can see the mic, but the eyes are seeing this is known to what? The mind. The mind knows that the eyes see. Is it true or not? Yes. The mind knows that the eyes are seeing. Right now, it is not the eyes that see, actually. It is the mind through the eyes that sees. Agreed? So the mind knows what the eyes see. So the mind is the knower or the seer of the eyes. So the mind is different from the eyes. Agreed? Yes. Mind knows what the eyes see, but the eyes don't know what the mind thinks. The seer knows the seen, but the seen cannot know the seer. Clear? Yes. Clear? Yes. So, the mind knows the senses and what they experience, but the senses do not know what is there in the mind. Clear? Seer knows this. This is very easy to understand. It's not at all difficult. Is this difficult? I want you to really understand this is not difficult. I'm telling you, 10-year-olds I've explained this. It's not a difficult thing at all. What? That seer is different from the seen. Seer can see the seen cannot see the seer. Eyes know the mic cannot know the eye. Very simple. Don't make it difficult than what it is. It's actually very simple. Yes? I keep telling you, understanding is very simple. Only the acceptance part is the difficult part, right? Then the mind knows what the eyes see. So and all of you know the mind is different from the eyes. Come on. Yes. If the mind becomes the eyes become blind, does the mind become blind? No. Something happens to the eyes, what happens? No. Mind does not because of this. If the eyes see something round, does the mind become round or something? No. Its mind has got thoughts of its own. Eyes are seeing. Okay, so this is different from this. Very clear? Right. Now, who knows the mind is the question. Who is the seer of the mind? Now, so far whatever I am saying, did you understand? अब तक मैंने जो बोला वो आप समझे कि नहीं समझे? If you say नहीं समझे, that is also perfectly fine. नहीं मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आया. I did not understand anything. Very good. Who did not understand? I did not understand. Who did not understand? Who understood? So I know I understood. I know I did not understand. Understanding and not understanding happens where? In the mind. So I know the mind. Is that okay? Knower is different from the known. Seer is different from the seen. The knower knows the known, but the known cannot know the knower. Did you get this point? What? I know my mind. I know very clearly. I didn't understand anything. Very good. Not understanding is not a problem. Okay. Now what do you do? I know I did not understand. Who is that I that knows I did not understand? Has to be different because knower and known are always different. Thank God knower and known are different. If the knower is not different from the known, with every known it becomes that. Supposing I know a cat, I become a cat. Supposing I know a dog, I become a dog. But luckily I don't become, I am a knower. That dog is the known. Understood? For outside the body, everything is very clear. Knower is different from known, different. We do all that. Right? But when it comes to this is the same thing as this. This is also Jad, this is also Jad. I know it. Got it? Bolo.
Yes.
I know this body. I can feel the body. I can touch the body. I know it. Similarly, I know the condition of my senses. I know the condition of my mind. I know these thoughts. I know the thoughts. So who is this I that knows the thoughts? Naturally, that has to be a conscious entity, a Chaitanya, and the known is Jada. So that Chaitanya which knows everything, including thoughts. So the question was, no, subtle intellect knows Atma. So is subtle intellect Atma? How can it be? Subtle intellect, I know the. So it is Atma that is the consciousness, not the intellect. Intellect is known entity. It's the mind. It's a known entity. Is it okay? Very clear? Why a questioning look is there, I have no idea. Because it's so clear. What? What is so clear? Sfutatara. That I am not the mind that I know. Do you know the mind? Give me a yes or no answer. Come on. Yes. Right now the fact that you are thinking itself shows what? Bolo. I understand. I don't understand. Yes or no? Yes. Did you understand? Yes. Did you understand that you did not understand? Yes. Simple as that. Who is the one who understood or did not understand? Full stop. That's the simple. It's so simple. It's as simple as that. Who did not understand? I did not understand. Fantastic. Who did not understand? I. Who is that I? Got it? Is it simple or not? It is simple. That I did not understand itself proves what? The existence of I. That I see this mic proves the existence of what? Eyes. Yes or no? Even if I can't see my eyes, it proves the fact that I see proves the existence of eyes. The fact that I think proves the existence of the mind. The fact that I know my thoughts proves the existence of I. Have you understood? I think proves what? I exist. I am, therefore I think, or I think, therefore I am. You remember that very famous bolo? I think, therefore I am, or I am, therefore I think. I am, therefore I think. Not I think, therefore I am. Okay, everyone? So this is the thing, drishya. This is called drashta, drishya, vivek. Now where are you supposed to do it? Bolo. Where? Outside or here? Here. That I am, that mind is there. Yes, I know the mind. Who is the one that knows me? That. And will the mind be able to know that I? No, the known cannot know this. But you said we have to know Atma. How do we have to know Atma? That it is not an object to be known. It is the subject. That is how we know Atma. Are you understanding? Bolo.
Yes.
That I am not this. That is the way. Neti neti is the way of knowing Atma. I am not this. I am not this. Nacha drishya vastu. You understanding this? What is said over here? Na. So what is drishya? This is drishya. I am not this. This is drishya. I am not this. This is drishya. I am not this. After negating everything, what remains? That I am. That Sakshi, Jagat Sakshi, I am. Purinjata. See, you are not going to get realization because Manan has to be done. You have to do it inside you. Right now, you are only doing what? Trying to understand. Can I do that for you?
No.
I can go inside you and kata kata kata. Can I do it for you? I wish I could, but I can't. Who has to do it? When do you have to do it? Swamiji, next lifetime. Nacha drishtya vastu. Iti drida prajna. One who says, no, I know I'm not the seen. I am the seer. Drida prajna. What? Firm this. I am this. I am not this. 100% I'm not that. Chandalos, then whoever it be, that is my Guru. Kya terrific jnana hai na? Straight away you say, but I am the body. This is what you and I have grown up with thinking. And here says what? Because it is seen. See, we say, Arey, because I experience it, so it is me. And we say, because you experience, it is not you. You see the difference? Vedanta normally says. What does the world say? Because you experience it, it is real. We say, because you experience, it's not you, it's not real. Complete opposite. तुमने experience किया ना? That shows it's not you. So any experience, oh, I got an experience of light, and that is not you. Atma light. I got what? Atma Jyoti. Did you see the Atma Jyoti? Yes. That means it's not you. You got the point. That means it's not Atma. Got the point or not? I tell you in the name of this, what all people tell you and show you. See, then the red light will turn to blue light. Good only. Hota hai ki nahi hota hai? So it's okay to see those lights. I'm not saying don't see those lights, but you must understand that is not Atma. That's all. Bolo. But what happens? We feel very nice. When I saw, and then the red light was there, and the blue light was there, and then that red turned to blue, and blue turned to green, and it's good to see. But that is not. Atma Jyoti is not Jyoti like a Jyoti. It is pure Chaitanya. Have you understood that? Bolo. But unfortunately, what happens somewhere or the other, no, nowadays it's all common to think, everyone will say. And then interestingly, they will do mass meditation and everyone will say, oh, blue light or purple light or something like that. And everyone will sit like that and everyone will appear as though they are enlightened souls. And one person went there and poor man did not see any light. So he was feeling so bad, everyone saw. So he said, now what? They asked him, did you see? Of course I saw. How to tell now? Everyone saw. I am the only foolish fellow who did not see anything. So I also saw purple light, purple light, purple. Now after some time, he says that he asked that neighbor, he's saying, you really saw? He says, no, I did not see. He says, then why you said? He's saying, because I thought everyone saw. He's saying, I also did not see. Then everyone know. No one saw purple light. Only few people maybe saw. Are you getting the point? Hota hai ki nahi hota hai, ye sab cheezein hai. So what are they saying over here? I'm saying seeing all that is better than seeing nothing. Okay, fine. I'm not saying I'm not condemning any experience, okay? I'm not saying. I am only saying that is drishya vastu, that is not atma. That's all I'm saying. Have you understood that? Nacha drishya vastu. This is drishya. This is not atma. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa saw Ma. Whenever the minute he closed eyes, for him the darshan of Ma was just like that. Just directly she used to see her. Then his guru told him, look, as long as you keep seeing her outside, you will not know the pure self. So next time she comes, kill her. What are you talking? My ma, I can kill. Are you mad? I live for her. He says, then remain like that. Because the Atma is what is? What? It's the Drashta. It's the this. So he said, okay, fine. Now when he said, and then what happened? He saw. And then the next shloka happened to him also. Brahmaivahamidam jagatcha sakalam chinmatra vistaritam. The next verses are just that. Once you see the pure self, then what do you see? This pure self you see everywhere. You get the point? Then wherever he saw, he saw. Then one prostitute came to him, you know the story, tried to allure him. And he saw her as what? Sakshat Devi. He says, oh, namaste. That lady, pigal gayi. Is it true or not? So here it is said, nacha drishya vastu. Anything drishya. Now, it's a very interesting thing. I'm going to make you do an exercise. Are you all ready? This is a mananam. Are you all ready to do it? You have to be ready and really ready. Because Sukshma Buddhi is required. Sthula Buddhi is not going to do. There's nothing to understand. There is something to what? Really experience. Okay? Everyone ready? Yes. Later, if you need to close your eyes, you close your eyes. Right now, just open your eyes and listen. Keep your eyes open and listen to what I'm saying. Otherwise, you won't understand what I'm saying. Don't write down anything. Don't write down anything. Keep away your pens. Keep away everything. Okay, now. See, we are always told I am not the body. Isn't it true? I am not the body, I am not the mind and all that. Because this is drishya, this is not me. The mind also is not me. Why? Because it is the drishya. We are told like that. Right now only we did this whole thing. Now, I want you to try and... So you say, no, till now I thought I was the body. Now I know that I am not the body. Why? Because it is drishya. Right? This is the way we have understood so far. Right? Till that now I was what? Thinking I was the body. And now we are telling it is not me. Why? Because it is experienced. Experiencer is different from the experienced. So I am not the body. This is the logic. Right? Now, what I want you all to do is try to experience you are the body. Very interesting thing. A very different type of exercise I'm giving you. What is the exercise? Experience I am the body. Now, what do you mean by that? There is an I and there is body. Right? So, whenever anything is there, you all go to your English grammar. In English grammar, there is subject and there is object, right? Now, if there is a subject, then everything with the subject is always in the same case, right? The first case. So, the I and the body both must be in the first case if it's the subject and it's the same thing. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, when I say I see the mic is the object and I is the subject, right? So, this will be in the second case, this is in the first case. Agreed? You remember your grammar, na? So, this is what I and this is what object. So, this is the objecting. But I is in the first case. Now, what I'm trying to do is, all of you try to experience the I as the body. You get the part? I and body in the same case. Not as object. Try to experience this. Got it? What are you going to try and experience? I and the body. I am the body. This is what you're trying to experience. Not that I see the body, not that I experience the body, not that I feel the body. That I am the body is what you are going to try and experience, all of you. Close your eyes if you want to and try to experience I am. Don't do any logic and all that. No, just forget all that. Try and experience this. Bas. Don't say, but it is written over here, that written here. I don't want any knowledge to interfere with this. No other knowledge should interfere with trying to experience I am the body. You have already been told everything. You just have to, you don't need to know any other thing knowledge. You only have to experience I am the body. This is what you're trying to going to experience. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ